everyone. This is my series for Survivor Empower Life Coach Financial. This year, my series is about our children. And with that being said, our children, any organization that reach out to the community to help our children, I want to speak to them because I want them to share with you what they're doing, what's available for our young people today. Because remember, our young people are our future. Without them, this world, this country, this state, this community, the village will fall apart. And so we need individual to take what they're good at and share it. And this young lady is sharing it. Jackie
Agosa.
Agosta. I am pushing names like crazy. So I made an attempt, Jackie Agosta. Okay.
Agosa.
But guess what? She's going to introduce herself. So we want to make sure you get it, you understand it, and you know how to get in contact with her. So please, young lady, please tell them your name.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Agosa, but I go by Jackie Agosa. I'm a children's book author. I wrote and illustrated a children's book called My Mind is Magic to teach kids lessons I wish I learned when I was younger, like saving money, affirmations, thinking positively, managing emotions, goal setting. Those are just a few.
Okay, and can we see the book, please? I'm so excited.
Yes. So I have two versions. This is my soft cover of My Mind is Magic, and then this is also my hardcover version of My Mind is Magic. This soft cover is $13, and then this hardcover is $20. It comes with bracelets, balloons, and then I also send coloring pages as well if you guys are interested.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. So tell us a little bit about your organization and how long have this organization been around?
So my company has been around for a year. I started in March of 2023, and I've just been trying to go out to different organizations and really push the book because I think it's a very fundamental to talk to kids about money as early as possible, to talk to kids about goals, to talk to kids about speaking positivity onto your life as well. Because if I would have known that when I was younger, I would have been a lot more positive, and I would have been like, or I would have let a lot of things like, roll off my shoulders instead of, focusing on things that upset me. So this book was special to me.
Okay, so open the book a little bit so people can see some of the things that's inside and give us some insight about some of the lessons that a child will get out of it.
Yes. So the book follows a girl named Layla. This is Layla and her family. It doesn't only focus on Layla's goals, but it also focuses on her parents as well, their goal, and they come together as a family to achieve their goals. It walks through Layla's journey of entrepreneurship. It talks to her about her goals. It talks about when her goals didn't come true, what she did and how she went through it. It also talks about her mom and her dad as well. So Layla, her biggest goal was to get a turtle, so that's what she is working towards. That's her goal. Her mom's goal was to get a car. Her dad was to go on vacation. So it just followed them throughout their story, their ups, their downs, and it just talks to them about life lessons. Right. So this is a little bit more about my book.
Love the color. I love the oh my God, the illustrations are beautiful. And
Thank you so much.
wow, and I love the fact that it wasn't just about her because the family is a unit and the family that work together are successful together. And the fact that we have to remember that everybody has goal and the mother have her own individual goal, the father have his own individual goal, and she had their goal. And their goals are very based on what they can actually manage based on who they
Right.
where what role they play. I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
A girl
Thank
was
you.
simple, a turtle. I like that. So
Yes.
I definitely love that. I'm gonna have to get that book and give it everything. So, how did you come up with that idea?
So I really wanted ways to talk. Okay, so let's talk about, oh, and I forgot to also mention that in the back of the book, I allow readers to draw what they want in the future. Just that way when they get older,
Mhm.
they can go back and see, oh, this is what I wanted when I was 3, 4, 5 years old. So the way that I came to this idea was I wanted to create another stream of income for myself as well as teaching kids lessons. I wanted a way that kids around the world without having to meet me can learn the lessons that I learned. So I came about this lesson. I sat for about like 30 minutes and I was like, I need to write a book. I need to figure out what I want. So I just sat there and I just wrote, and I was like, I wanted to touch on these specific lessons. So I just made sure I incorporated all of the lessons on the book. And you can tell which lessons it is by the little bubbles on the side. It talks about patience, managing emotions, positive thinking. Yeah.
Wow, I love it. I love it. I see
Thank you.
I see the turtle. So so and because this is important for children and for parents, because as you're teaching about money and goals, so tell me, when you go in a classroom, because as we when we met, we spoke about you going in different schools.
Yes.
So you're available to school, and when you go into the school, how does that work, and what do that look like?
Okay, perfect. So this is my author's visit form. So any parents, teachers, or anyone can scan this code and it'll take you to my website and then you can book an author's visit. So the way the author's visit works is I first go in there and I read the children's book, and then after the reading of the book, I have a PowerPoint that I created to talk to kids about their specific goals, what money means to them, and just to tie it back to the book as well. I also asked some questions about the book to say, oh, what was Layla's goal? What was her dad's goal? Just to make sure the kids were like, actually paying attention and actually grasp what I was saying. And then after that, I do a book signing, and then I also give away bracelets and balloons. So whenever they book me for it, I give each of the kids bracelets and balloons that say like my mind is magic. And I chose the book, the title My Mind is Magic, because I want kids to know that your mind can do anything that you tell it to, as long as you're positive, as long as you remain positive and, tell yourself you can do this, you definitely can. And if it's not now, then at some point it will happen.
Oh, wow, I like that. So far, so what have been your review when you go into the classroom and interact with these children?
The children love it. I actually just did a graduation ceremony. I was a guest speaker, and a teacher came up to me and she was reading the book to the kids, and one of the kids came up to her and said, "It worked, it worked." And she was like, "What are you talking about?" And she said, one of my goal was to get a tablet, but I didn't get a tablet. I got a phone, which was better." So she was just like, "The book worked, the book worked." So I just want to implement that. I just want kids to, like, just remain positive and look at the good in all situations, because everything happens for a reason, and it's always to put you in a better position than what you were in before. So that was one of the feedback that I just got on like Tuesday. So I was super excited to hear that as well. And
So,
I also just did an event as well. And I was with a little boy, and his goal was to get a bike. And so I spent all day at the event trying to figure out ways for him to get the bike, and then he actually got the bike. So I guess I don't.
good. So the next question is this. Besides the school, what other organization are you working with to teach financial literacy to young people?
So right now I have the organization I work with, Yonkers Community Action Program. We're just trying to pilot a financial literacy program. But I haven't partnered with any organizations just yet to teach financial literacy with my specific book. I am planning on doing so this summer. So whenever that comes around, I'll definitely update you.
Okay, good, good. And so, but right now you're available for booking for what space are you available? Let people know they can invite. Is it for church, for the Sunday school kids? Is it for like the YMC, the Boys and Girls Club? And schools are out for the summer. Are you doing summer programs and stuff like that? Are you available for those programs as well?
Yes, I'm definitely available for those programs, and I definitely am looking to. So I did the school year. I did a couple schools in Mount Vernon. I'm looking to do the Bronx. So during the school years, I work with schools, but I'm also trying to get into the space for summer schools, for churches, anyone that has a group of kids as well, that you think would benefit from this. I would definitely come in and I definitely work with them.
So, so to give me an idea, you gave me an idea. You come in, you read the book, then you do a PowerPoint, and then have opportunity to book signing and everything. So, how long is the process, and does the amount of kids make a difference? How does that work?
So when I've been doing it, the past couple of times I did it, it was in an auditorium for grades. They broke it into two groups from grade K to 3 and then 3 to 6. sixth grade. So there was probably like 90 to 100 students. So it doesn't matter how big it is. It can be a big or it can be a small intimate group. It doesn't matter to me. But it's been working. It's been really good. The kids understand. So it's really good. It's been really good.
Okay, wonderful. So the next question is, because I want people to get a feel for this. So the next question is, you do book signings, so the kids come prepared to buy the book. So that obviously you send flyers out and you send it home to the parents in advance, so they are aware of what is going on.
Correct. Yes, correct. So I have a author's visit flyer, and then I also have a flyer to take home for parents, so that when the parents do get it, they can buy the book, and then I can have it already pre-signed and stuff just to bring it to the author visit, so I don't have to But then also, if the kids want to bring it the day of to buy the book as well, they can do that as well.
Oh, nice, nice. Now, are your book in the library yet? Or is it in the Barnes and Noble or any other bookstore?
Yes, so my children's book is it's on Amazon. It's on my website, www.mymindismagic.com. It's on Barnes and Nobles and
Oh, wonderful.
Walmart.
And the public library, what public library are you in? Are you in all public library?
I am not in all public libraries. I did do an author's visit at Yonkers Public Library. I'm looking to the Riverfront one. I have another library that I'm supposed to be reaching out to doing there as well. But I had definitely have to figure out a way to get into all libraries.
Yes, I'm about to say that this is something that's needed in all libraries and so many different summer programs out there for you to
Yeah.
get involved in. Oh my God. So people, if you're listening to this is a young lady you want in your space. Because there's nothing like understanding how to work your money. I don't care how much you make. If you don't understand the foundation of having goals, savings, and navigating your money, you will be poor.
100%.
You might be rich on the day you receive your check, but within a couple of days, you will be poor again. And so many people make so much money and they have nothing to show for it. And that because it's a lack of financial literacy. It got lost somewhere, and there might be other factors involved, but we're talking about just the basic fundamental of just understanding how to set goals for yourself. And that goal stem from the turtle, a car, family vacation, a condo, a co-op, a home, an entrepreneur business like this young lady, a brick and mortar business. There's so many things you have to do that capital is important. And yes, we see a lot of things in TV that says you don't need money. You need money at some point in time.
Right. 100%.
And so as you teach kids how to save, what else do you discuss? Because I know they're young, so you have to keep it simple as possible. What else? Give me a little more tidbit of what you actually share with these young students.
So I actually I for the older kids I did go into a school and they wanted me to speak to the older kids. I also talked to them about like writing a book as well and passive income. I talked to them about high yield savings accounts and why that's the best thing well for me, and that's what I'm learning as well. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's good. So, and I think that's important writing a book because a lot of people, a lot of adults are having problem writing books. I think when kids communicate with children, the
Yeah.
message is more received.
100%.
Understand where they're going through. You're not so far gone. You're not so old
Right.
where you're missing that connection, and you're able to relate with some of the concern that you have at that age. And I think it's a beautiful thing. Now, do you see yourself writing other books in the financial arena? And if so, tell me a little bit about what you have plans. Not too much, 'cause I want to save your ideas for your little
I
tidbit.
de I definitely do. I have a couple books in mind. I definitely do want to write books. I want to be an author, and I forgot to touch on the basis of. I also wrote my children's book so that I can fund my real estate career. I want to be a real estate investor, so the income that I get from my children's book usually just goes to the side for me to buy my investment property. Um, so I am gonna keep continuing to write books. I just wanted to focus on this one for the year for a couple more years and put it focus, because then I could build my streamline of people that I already know, that I can just push my new book when I have it. So it's not like as much things that I gotta focus on, if that makes sense.
No, it
So
makes
yeah.
sense. And you know something, listen to you talk. That's the perfect thing you want to share with these kids. The fact that how you're navigating. how
Mhm.
you are learning your financial understanding of how to build residual income,
Mhm.
passive
Mhm.
income, and how to set it up so you can take the money from there and move on to
And move
something,
it. Yes, and leverage it as well. Leveraging your money and making sure your money is working for you as well.
and you're not working hard.
Yes, 100%.
You know what I mean? Work smart, not hard. And one of
100%.
the ways to do that when you become an investor and invest in a variety of different things is understand how money works
Mhm.
and the different ways you can invest it.
Mhm.
Investing in things that can grow. Real estate is a very good thing to invest in. Um, I'm not a real estate person. I have my own property, but
Mhm.
I'm glad that you're showing the kids that there's different avenue
Mhm.
to do things. And
Mhm.
one of them is writing, being an author. And I
Mhm.
think so many people want to do that and don't know how to start. So give
Mhm.
me a little idea. How do you start a children book and did you self-publish or did
Mhm.
you got sign up with a publisher?
So I'm a self-published, so I wanted to do everything myself. So the whole process of me writing a book took about 2 years. I wrote the book in about 30 minutes, but I decided I also wanted to draw the book, and I'm not really an illustrator. So I got an iPad. My best friend bought me an iPad, and I just sat there and I drew for about 2 years, and then going through and editing. So I would say the toughest part about it would definitely be editing, because you have to make sure you go through it with a fine tooth comb and not have only your eyes look at it, but have other people. So the way I started out was I wrote my story. I started to draw and then I wrote my story and then I went back to write my story to the pages because I was just drawing randomly
Yeah.
and hoping I would spark an inspiration. But right when I got my inspiration and I wrote my story, then I went back and started to attach the pages to the drawings. And then after I did that, I sent out my manuscript to get it edited. And then after that, I started setting up all of my different the ways that I wanted to publish. So I self published on Amazon, KDP. I also self published through Ingram Spark,
Mhm.
and I walked through that process. And Ingram Spark is the the website that kind of pushed my book out there. Because if you look at my website, you'll see my book everywhere in China and in America, in Brazil. It's all over the place. So that's what Ingram Spark did for me.
Wow, and the language, do they change the language to go with the area
No, I don't
region?
think they no, I don't think they do. But I also did Amazon KDP and they have an option where you can change it from Spanish to English, which is definitely something I gotta get into as well.
Mhm.
And then what else did I do? So I had to go through the book and make it um and format it. I had to format the book, which took a very long process because when you mess up one thing, you have to kind of redo everything over again. And then I went and I ordered my book in bulk, my books in bulk.
Mhm.
So I had to choose the fonts I wanted. I had to choose the paper quality I wanted as well. And I think that's like a good like overview.
Wow, that's a good overview. And the question is there, do you regret the publishing process you went through? Do you think a traditional publication or Amazon or the other place you went to, which one do you think served you better, or did you lose gain? I mean, what have you learned from this process?
So what I've learned is I definitely like to have full control because if you do put out a book and you do go the publishing route, you're probably getting pennies on the dollar.
Mhm.
When I go through Amazon, I don't get as much as I want to. That's why I focus more on my website.
Yeah.
But Amazon is a huge platform that other people can kind of come find me and I don't have to do all the work. So I think that's fine. So I think having different streams of where getting to your goal is going to be good as well because I printed all my books myself and I want to be the one out there marketing my book because I can sell things. Like I can tell them, hey, this is me. Like, it's not just a regular book. They put a face to my book, right? They'll say, oh, Jackie, the children's book author. So I wouldn't change anything about the process. I think I would definitely stick with um um self-publishing because as you grow and you meet new people, you start to build a brand for yourself as well. So now people know me as My Mind is Magical. When I have another book, they'll know me as whatever my next book's name is. So
Okay.
it'll form.
Okay. So have you thought about doing a book signing through Barnes and Noble? I don't know how that would work, but I'm just
Mhm.
asking.
I have thought about doing a book signing. I was supposed to be doing a book signing a while ago. I actually stopped by Barnes and Nobles, but I haven't ever put anything in date or writing, but that's definitely something that's on my list as well.
Good. I think it's definitely, and think about doing in Manhattan, Westchester,
Hmm. Hmm.
different places. 'Cause Barnes and Noble is everywhere.
Right.
And I think that's something definitely is you can't lose,
Hmm.
gear it up enough. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to have you. And once again, show people your book and just give people the website information again so they know how to reach you.
So this is my children's book, My Mind is Magic. You can go to www.mymindismagic.com. The bracelets, I mean, the books will come autographed. I forgot to mention that. It'll come autographed and it'll say your kid's name in there or whoever you would want to make it out to. If you order off of my website, not off of Amazon, because Amazon ships it themselves, so they don't get it. If you order off my website, you'll get a bracelets, balloons. You will get coloring pages as well. And then not to mention, it also lets you draw in the back of the book. So whenever you do get the book, your kid can draw what they want and stuff, and then they can send it to me as well. I have a website, www.mymindismagic. I also have TikTok. I have Instagram that I'm active on as well. And my Instagram is My Mind is Magic, and it just has periods in between each word. And you can email me at any time, mymindismagicbook@gmail.com. And yes.
Okay, and the flyer you have, that flyer is the flyer you give for people who want to definitely get in contact with you as far as you come into their place of business to discuss your book and share it with young people.
Yes. So you would just scan this QR code right here, or just go to mymindismagic.com. And when you go there, it's going to be a pop-up that says book an author's visit. And you just go through that form. And then once you go through that form, I will definitely contact you and then we can see what we can set up.
And so let's go over again. You go from from kindergarten to sixth grade.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
also can work with seventh and eighth grade as well, as far as setting their goals and the preparation to start savings and building some type of financial literacy.
Correct. And I can talk to them about like what it was to become an author as well, if they want to write their own book as well.
Okay, wow. That I think that's very impressive because kids' minds, their minds are magic.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
They dream of things and their
Mhm.
mind have no limit.
It has to have no limits. Yes.
And when you have no limit, you're so free. And I think
Hmm.
children writing books, they're so free in their expression,
Hmm.
their thought.
Creativity.
Yes, it's beautiful. So I think letting them know that they have the power in their hand to create something at the young age they are, empower them
Hmm. Hmm.
and motivate them to feel that I am 7, 8, and I can create something that somebody will use and enjoy.
A
I
hundred percent.
That's a beautiful thing. So thank you, Jackie. I'm so happy that I had an opportunity to meet you. We met at the African American Heritage celebration in Westchester County at the what is it? The Kensico Dam.
Yes.
This is the annual event. She was there with her table with all her many books, her beautiful folder. And I thought, oh no, here we go. Oh no, I saw the illustration and I backed up and I thought, oh, let me pivot. Let me this young lady, and I was so impressed and so inspired and motivated. I had to stop and speak to her because she's doing a wonderful job for our children. And remember, it takes a village for success, and everybody in the village have a different role. And her role in the village is teaching financial literacy on the level of a kindergarten. Just
Yeah.
imagine, because sometimes we tell our kids and they don't listen to us because we don't know how
Hmm.
to get it. And so having someone come in your school and explain to them, it can reaffirm what you have told them. Because sometimes the kids need multiple sources to hit it for it to really sink in. Because
Hmm.
sometimes we tell them and we're the parents, and when we say they roll their eyes and they walk away, but when you have somebody young like them at school saying the same thing and guiding them in that direction, it just validates what you have said and it
Hmm.
just makes it easier. So once again, if you're a church out there, if you are a community program out there, you need to invite this young lady to do what she do best in your space, to elevate, motivate, inspire our young people to be entrepreneur, savers, and prepare them for life. And so I am so ecstatic. So I want to wrap this up. Once again, my social media is on, I have a social media. On Facebook, I am Survivor Empower Life Coach Financial, acronym SELF. I'm also on Instagram under self_transition life coach. I have a website, Survivor Empower Life Coach Financial. Under there, you'll find all my service and cost associated with it. And that's also is connected, will get you to my podcast. I have a podcast that deals with survivors and resource. But on my YouTube channel, we talk about community work and individual who are serving our community, and just young people who are doing out there, individual who are making a difference in their life that impacts our life as a whole. And so I want to thank Jackie again for just being in my space. It's an honor to have you here. And I
Oh, thank you.
definitely going to promote you in every way possible, because what you're doing is a beautiful thing. Love it. Love it.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks, my love.